Hey, what's good, what's good, what's good? Ladies and gentlemen, of course, Dr. Mike back in the building. Put your hands to the ceiling. Of course, I am happy to be back and I am happy to be recording this video, but I actually hate doing this fucking video because there is really no true answer to the question that I have to respond to today. But as a man, I'm going to give it to you the best that I know how and the only way I know how. The Dr. Mike way. Of course, if you are new to the channel, please, by all means, make sure you hit that subscribe button somewhere down below. Subscribe dito, which means subscribe here. Make sure you like the video when you first come in. It doesn't matter. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment down below when the video is finished if you have any additional information to add to the video. And of course, if you are not familiar, Dr. Mike is officially on IG. Bam, Dr. Mike from the PH. By all means, make sure you follow me, because when the Philippine trip comes, it's gonna be fucking amazing. All right, guys, topic of today. Let me make sure I got this right, because I want to make sure you guys can see my black ass. I'm sorry, that's racial. I want to make sure you can see my African-American ass. All right, let's go ahead and get to the topic, people. $1 million question. My boy, I'm gonna credit my boy HT Logistics 3434, my man Big Chris. We were on a live stream the other day and he sent me a question while we were live, and he said specifically, do you think that it is a good idea for a foreigner to send money to their Filipina, or is it okay to do so? Now again, this question is $1 million question because it can go 100 different ways, and I'm telling you, if you ask 100 guys, you're probably gonna end up getting 100 different answers, okay? A lot of guys will say yay, a lot of guys will say nay. But let me break it down to you. First things first, all right? First things first. If you have never in your lifetime met that woman, the answer is hell to the fuck no. If I could write that down at the bottom, I will. Hell to the fuck no. All right? If this is a relationship that has developed online, if you've never physically met that girl, ever, never send money to that girl. All right, the answer is never. The answer that you give to her if she asks to send money, walang pera, which means no money. Basically, play broke if you can. I mean, most guys, it's hard to play broke, but I'm telling you, it's not a good idea because it's establishing bad habits, and it's also a red flag for her to even ask you for money since you've never met. Now, let's slide into the fact that you've actually been in a relationship with this girl and you've physically been to the Philippines, you've met this girl, and she seems like a genuinely nice girl, and over time you guys feel like you've developed a good relationship, and then a situation pops up. She needs money for her school, she needs money for medical, whatever, okay? This is where the situation gets a little hard because you want to help because you know that you can, and maybe she hadn't asked for money before, but I would say proceed with caution when you do that. That's the key. You got to proceed with caution when it comes to sending money for that. Make sure the situation is legit. Make sure she proves that that situation is actually going on before you actually send money. Like, that's with school and that's with medical bills and, you know, stuff needing to be paid off. She has to prove that that shit needs to take off, like that shit needs to be paid before you ever send money. But let's say that you're in a relationship and you truly love this girl and you want her to be your girl. So you like, I feel like I have to send money to her. Like, you kind of feel obligated, like, yo, this is your woman. And again, you've met her and you've been kicking it with her, and, you know, you seem like this relationship is going somewhere. A lot of guys are going to say, don't send money, just don't. And I do believe them, and I am on their side when they say that. I do not believe in establishing bad habits. Now again, you know, if you've been in a relationship for some years now, that may be a different story. But if you've been in a relationship for some months, hell yeah, you don't have to send money for that. She has to, again, earn her right to be in the relationship with you. Don't just give it to her. Make her earn her spot. You know, make her earn her spot. Again, you have to earn your spot too in the relationship with her, but she kind of has to make sure, you have to make sure that that woman is the right one for you because, you know, you are the foreigner. You do have to make sure that, you know, that relationship is right for you, because I think that in that relationship, and the reason I say this, don't ever take it to the wrong way, Filipino women, please. Don't ever take it the wrong way. The only reason that I say this is because the foreigner has a lot more to lose if the relationship goes awry. Okay, that's the only reason I say that a Filipino woman has to earn her right to be in your life, because you have so much more to lose than she does, all right? That's why I say that. So please don't take it as a disrespectful thing. I'm just saying, it is what it is, man. She has to earn her right because you have so much more to lose than she does. Now back to the topic. If you've been with your girl for a significant amount of time, if you do want to send money, there are rules to this game, okay? There's levels to it and there's rules to it. And I follow a particular rule that has always worked for me, and I think it works for a lot of other guys. When it comes to sending money, if she has a job, let's pray that you're dating a girl who actually physically has a job. That would make life so much easier, because what you would do is send money to complement the money that she already brings in. So let's say, for example, that your girl works a regular job. Who knows what the job may be? Let's just say that her monthly salary is 10,000 pesos. You have two options. You can either send 50% of what she makes, or you can send 100% of what she makes. If you can afford it, I think sending 100% of what she makes is fine. So you would complement her 10,000 with another 10,000, so she would bring in 20,000 a month. Again, this is if the relationship has hit that mark. Now, if this is a fresh relationship, don't ever do that shit. You really have to have known your girl for a significant amount of time. But I would say maxing the money that she makes on her own to complement what she brings in would be fine. But then again, if you're still skeptical about things, but you still want to just see where it goes and you're not trying to take a serious L, I would say 50%. So if she's bringing in 10,000, you just send her an additional 5,000 per month. I think that is perfectly fine. If you have been in a relationship for a significant amount of time, guys, this is very key. You can't just meet this girl and be with her for 6 months and start doing this shit. Come on, man. Come on. 6 months is not long enough to know your girl. Hell, a lot of guys will say 10 years is not long enough to know your Filipina. I get that. But if you've gotten to the point where you're like, okay, we are on the same page, we are on the same team, we're reading the same book, we're in the same chapter, we're on the same page, we're in the same paragraph. If you've gotten to the point where you feel like you guys are really in the same situation and you are on board with one another, dreams, aspiration, goals in life, and she's really willing to back you and be behind you 100% as you move forward, you can start making moves then. Again, it may be hard to figure out if and when that's going to happen, but you know, when you feel like it's right. And if you say you feel like it's right after 6 months, then you've lost your fucking mind, okay? If you feel like it's right after a year, I would still say you're slightly delirious. If you feel like it's right after 2 years, I would say, you're getting a little warmer. If you feel like it's right after 3 to 4 years, then I would say you're lukewarm. And then after 5 years or so, if she's still with you, even though you played broke your entire fucking relationship, like I do, then I think you probably got a good one, okay? So you got to sort of like test the bitch. You got to, oh my God, I just said the B word. I am so sorry. You got to test the woman, all right? You got to test her. You got to make sure that she is on team whatever your last name is. Of course, if she's on team Dr. Mike, then hey, we good to go. All right. So again, guys, when it comes to sending money, you really got to know your girl. You really got to know your relationship. You really got to know things. Don't just be so blind and fucking naive thinking that all of these beautiful women want you just because they want you. Come on, man. Let's not look like the dumb foreigner, please. I love you guys, but let's not look like that dumbass dude who's just so goddamn gullible and all these women are just using you for everything that you have. Let's not be those people. You know, I preach what I preach because I believe what I preach. 10 years in this game, man, I know what the hell I'm doing. I think I'm pretty good at visualizing and advising and analyzing situations, and I can tell you honestly if it's really worth pursuing or if you just need to scale back and say, fuck it, I can't do this anymore. That's why I have an email. Guys, hit me up, MikeThePIGuide@gmail.com. Link in the description, of course. If you guys have any questions, I'm all here for you. I kind of felt like I've told you everything that I deem necessary in reference to this particular video. Except the fact that I think that if your girl never asks you for money, she might be a keeper too. If she never asks you for shit because she got her own shit, keep her. Keep her. Doesn't matter what she look like. She may not be the prettiest one in the batch, but again, looks can be deceiving, number one, and looks can also be changed over time if that's the way it needs to go, okay? So don't just, I mean, there are so many good, beautiful women in the Philippines, and there are so many good, beautiful women around the world that don't get a lot of play because they don't look better than the next girl. I really want to make a video about that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to drop that one because I'm probably going to forget because I got so many topics that I need to knock out with the quickness. But yeah, man, girls, the beautiful ones that have good jobs, you know, they get overlooked quick, man, and I feel so bad for them. And I'm glad, actually, I'm not mad at all that they get overlooked, because if you're a guy like me, that just leaves the good ones for us, okay? If you're like me, that just means that there's a lot of women that don't get a lot of play because they don't look a certain kind of way, or they don't look to a foreigner standard, which is stupid as fuck, man. Foreigner standard is just awkward, because foreigner standard means losing money. And a lot of people will say, oh, I could date a beautiful woman and I can still save my money and there's no maintenance needed on that. Okay. If that's what you believe, man, I can't say yay, I can't say nay. I just believe that if you're going to be with a beautiful woman, and that beautiful woman knows that you do have money, or she believes that because you are a foreigner that you do have money, I'm just not sure that you can get away with being cheap on a beautiful woman and expect her to be around and not cheat on you. That's just my philosophy. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I mean, a lot of people may agree or disagree. Quite frankly, this is Mike's channel, so Mike's gonna say what Mike wants to say. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe dito. Damn. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you coming by. You hit the subscribe button, you will be officially part of the family, the Dr. Mike TV family. And trust me, we're legit over here, man. We spread nothing but positive vibes, and we spread nothing but the best of everything, man. We just have so much fucking fun over here, guys. You have no idea. All right. Is there anything else that I gotta pop off? Again, leave comments down below if I missed something, or if you want to add to the conversation. Again, this channel was open for debate, and I always answer every single comment that comes down below. If I agree, I tell you I agree. Hey, it is what it is. This is a family, guys, and I want you to know that you can come here and we can have an open discussion about anything. I'm not thin-skinned. I say I take it with a grain of salt. All right? As always, love you guys. Truly do. Mahal kita, mabuhay. Guys, before I go, make sure you check out the ebook trilogy. Link in the description below as well. Mike is officially out. Peace.